Yes, sir.
What's up, guys?
Yes. This DJ will kick the floor in 3, 2, 1.
On the troll. On the troll.
Hello and welcome back to Mzansi. We are back. It is that time of the night. Yes, we are here. As you can hear, everything is ringing. It's buzzing, and I know it's Monday. It's Monday, guys. It's Monday. We are definitely gonna be here, right? Emily, we are here to discuss the issues surrounding MKHWANAZI.
Yes, a lot has been going on.
And perhaps let me put a disclaimer to this video because it does have that thing. You know, when I say that thing, I mean it is capable of making you feel annoyed if you are a supporter of a certain party and you support a party, not a country. Because what we are going to say here, I don't think it's going to be massaging much of the feelings, but we'll be saying exactly what we are thinking. So if then you feel somehow, skip this one. It's not for you, but it's for the people who are interested in what is happening in our country and how things could be turning around in our country, right? The point of reference currently is MKHWANAZI, who is very much important in everything that we do. Because it sort of tells us how and where do we stand with the so-called protectors of this country, the police and the whole body. We are talking from the police to politicians, and almost everything is involved. So right now, what we are hearing and what we are seeing and how we are seeing people shaking up, and how we are also witnessing deviations, and how we are also witnessing waste of time, perhaps how we are also witnessing redundancy that is currently happening. So those are the things that we'll be discussing here. So makuzoba buhlungu, I used to say when we review makubuhlungu nxese, makuzoba buhlungu nxese, the point is not to rubbish any party, but the point is to make sure that we put things into perspective, into how we view things as the society. That's basically what we are here for. So Emily, greetings, and how are you?
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Mzansi Reality YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us here again for another video. Mr. Anonymous, I'm doing fine. I'm doing okay.
Yes. Yes.
I know I promised that we would come back and open the lines on Friday, but I couldn't find a topic because I knew that should we come live and I don't have a topic, you guys might not end up calling and then we are stuck here not knowing what to talk about. So I couldn't find a topic, especially that aligns with Senzo's case. That was very interesting and new. I think we've exhausted everything that needs to be exhausted there. But maybe towards the end of the show, if we still have more time, you guys can call in if you were sitting on those notes and those
and perhaps
thoughts
about the topic too, because that's what we are here for today. But you can still a bit of time and go outside of the topic. It's okay. I think it's correct that we put that into perspective.
Yes, you are not limited to any topic. Whatever you feel that we've discussed on the channel, of course, you can bring it up and everything will be fine. Well, there was a tug of war, right? On Friday, to be specific. There was a tug of war between the commission, the Madlanga Commission, and the ad hoc committee. It seems like both of them wanted MKHWANAZI to appear as the first person to be cross-examined, or the first person who needed to be questioned regarding those allegations, explosive allegations that were made in the press conference that he had in July, the beginning of July. So now we were rather had the privilege of hearing a CIC president of the EFF, Julius Malema, really throwing a lash at MKHWANAZI and the arrangements that were made for him to be the first person to appear at the ad hoc committee. A lot of people may not understand, but there's two committees. There's the Madlanga Commission. It's not even called a committee, it's a commission.
Yes.
That one that is said to be set up by the president. He made an announcement after the press briefing that that's what his solution is. And then very interesting information that we're going to be sharing regarding this commission as well at a later stage. But first, let's cover this explosive, one would say, lashing of, I don't know whether it's process of MKHWANAZI himself, but CIC was very upset on Friday and he wanted answers and he was speaking with frustration. Let's hear the recording. Let's refresh our minds. Maybe some of you have heard the recording, but let's refresh our minds and really listen to what he said, Mr. Anonymous, before I start jumping into conclusions myself.
Right.
I think we must make one point very clear. That we're not going to be told by MKHWANAZI what must happen, what must not happen. If we are looking for him, we have to find him. And if he's not going to make himself available, we are going to have to summon him. He's the one who started this mess. And he's going to have to take responsibility. He's not going to tell us about commission this, commission that, and all of that. We don't know what commission is doing. We are not interfering with the commission, and the commission must never interfere with us. So, MKHWANAZI must be summoned to this committee. This ad hoc committee, it's established because MKHWANAZI took his own time to say the things he said. And he's not going to tell us now that he's not available. The same way he was available to appear on TV with guns and everything else, that is the same way he's going to avail himself to this committee. He needs to be called, and the sooner we call him, the better. And if he's not responsive, you must summon him. Because we must not create an impression that people can just play over us. If we start on this note, we're not going anywhere. That's what we're discussing in the terms of reference, that people must not have an impression that they can choose how they want to do things. You must know now, the commission has to start. He has set certain allegations which led to the establishment of this committee, and he has to appear before this committee. And we want our own sworn statement to our committee. It doesn't make any material difference.
Nangu-ke uCIC nimzwile. This is really shocking. It came as a surprise because I was under the impression that Julius Malema was supportive of MKHWANAZI and everything that was happening. He came out and he spoke a lot. In fact, people were even playing clips of him back in 2022 while he was recommending MKHWANAZI to be made the commissioner of the nation, National Commissioner of Police. And now, fast forward, after everything has evolved, he's so hard on MKHWANAZI. He created this mess. He started this mess. Is that the words that I'm quoting? This absolutely came as a shocker to many people, and a lot of videos have been done. People have responded. Some people think, can't do what is going on? Some people are like, I saw a lot of EFF members, they are understanding where he's coming from, but I still don't get it. I still don't understand what they are trying to say. They're saying people who have interpreted this thing as Julius being upset over MKHWANAZI are wrong. I don't know some of the reasons I've heard, but I can't grasp them. They just don't make sense to me, because all I'm hearing here is heavy criticism against MKHWANAZI. It's like MKHWANAZI is like a schoolboy.
Why did you start this? It sounds like that. It sounds like someone saying, why did you start? Look, I know that there are many people who really believe in certain things, how they are done, and I don't want to go there. But where I want to start is that, you see, when it comes to Julius, for me, Julius is a character. He's a character that would need you to take a book and sit down and write notes to understand him. And why do I say that is
Why?
he always distances himself from ANC,
Yes.
but he's not far from ANC in my opinion. In fact, most of the time I find him in line with ANC. I think the rubber stamp for me was when the guy called this guy Gumede during the funeral service of DD,
Oh, yes.
when he was explaining how the current
Robert
president, how it was discussed between DD, Julius Malema, and others. Who's the next president? You know, I asked myself questions, a lot of questions. As an opposing party, why would you find yourself deciding for a party that you left who is going to be the next president?
It was the
That is-
CR17 campaign.
Yeah, that
back
is
in
not explained
2017.
up until today. Upon that release of that video, he never came out to say, no, this is not the case. Or he never came out to say, this is a lie. Or he never came out to explain to his people as to why he was found discussing the next president of the ANC,
And
who
I
would later
remember
become the president of the
following
country.
that conference. To me, it was paramount because some of us kind of wished it went the other way, but now we are here. But I was anticipating and I wanted to hear what was going on. And I remember Julius Malema tweeting, "It's a boy." Do you remember that?
I remember that tweet. I think many people would remember that tweet where he tweeted before the release of everything that it's a boy. And then to hear later on that he was actually part way longer, way earlier, he was actually there when it was decided how that conference was eventually going to be decided by the Mpumalanga person and the Mpumalanga group, which eventually happened.
Yeah.
You know, and then we have to listen to them discussing and telling us who is President Ramaphosa and how careful everyone must be when it comes to him. But you were there. You were there.
He was.
You were there.
He was. And he never
And then you come
responded
back to
Robert
the parliament,
Gumede.
you tell us, hey, this person is a bad person, this person is but you chose the person.
He never responded to Robert Gumede.
No, he
since
never.
The funeral of
He never
Gigi
responded to
Mabuza
Robert
and-
Gumede.
And that explosive piece of information that he was giving to the nation.
Now, coming back to MKHWANAZI, I will tell you why, if I'm MKHWANAZI, I'm not going to entertain much of the ad hoc.
Why?
If you go around, you go to ad hoc committee, what MKHWANAZI said on those news when he had those guns and whatnot that Malema is saying, it's not new to them.
No, it's not.
He went to them and told them.
April.
In April.
We were covering
Yes.
it here on the channel.
What did
and
they
we
do
couldn't
about it?
understand why MKHWANAZI was being blue ticked.
Why did they do
He
about
was
it?
making allegations, some serious allegations against the Minister of Police, and nobody moved.
What
Nobody
did they
was
do about
doing
it?
anything. It was so weird.
In fact, that ad hoc committee, they are partly to blame for what Mkhwanazi eventually ended up doing, which is to go on the media briefing and started doing what he did. Because he went there, which was a correct channel, to explain these situations. And they never did anything. When he saw that they are blue ticking him, he started making noise. So what is currently happening now, it is due to Mkhwanazi's doing. Now you are there with the very same ad hoc committee. You are detecting on what Mkhwanazi then should do. But you had ample chances of making a decision, of making this a headline.
He might come back and say, but I wasn't there.
No, but
I was not
remember,
in the police
ad hoc committee
committee.
is part of the parliament, right?
Yes.
So you can never say you were not there.
They just restructured everything.
But there was an EFF member there.
An EFF
What did they
was
discuss on their caucus back and when they went home? What did they discuss about Mkhwanazi's utterances during that ad hoc committee? Nothing.
Mkhwanazi
Now
was crying,
he wants to.
Brown Mokhotsi, a gentleman.
Yes, before
by
he
the
was
name
even
of Brown
arrested.
Mokhotsi. And I'm like, who's this Brown Mokhotsi? I remember scouring the internet, trying to look, who's this Brown Mokhotsi that Mkhwanazi is talking about? And then I just thought, let me leave it alone.
Before Brown Mokhotsi was arrested.
He wasn't arrested, Brown Mokhotsi,
At the
before
time.
Vusmus.
Before Vusmus was
Ket
yes.
Matlala.
Yes.
But he was arrested, Vusmus Ket Matlala. It's just that he had not been roped in or affiliated with Brown Mokhotsi yet. It's in the conference where the connection was made between the two individuals.
Yes. So they were supposed to go and make something out of that. They didn't. Now it must be a matter of agents. Just because Mkhwanazi has done what he did. When he saw that the channels that are supposed to take this thing up, they are not taking this thing up. So let me speak direct to people.
It shocked me. I even left it alone. The media was not paying attention. I would say only EWN and maybe that reporter from ENCA.
Yes.
Those were the only two active people that were trying to find out what Mkhwanazi had to say after that explosive parliamentary briefing that he did, bringing up the minister with this gentleman by Brown Mokhotsi, reporting to him from the minister's
and it's there,
office.
basically, what he's going to say in that ad hoc committee, it's a repetition. Now, coming back to the issue, which is very funny for me, if you ask me, it's very funny. You know, Malema is known as a person who does make noise.
Yes.
The restructuring is very funny for me. I find it very funny.
And how an MK member nominated him as chairperson and he declined the nomination.
Was it the commission?
Yes. The ad hoc committee. There's an MK member there who
that
nominated him.
I think it was a man called Skosan.
Yes. To be a chairperson, and he respectfully declined. That's when I started being like, oh, what's going on? The Julius that we all know would want to take that opportunity. But then his members and people that understand him said that that was the right decision. And
No, it's okay. We're not going to question the decision of declining. I'm not going to question that. It's fine. But the manner in which he's coming now, this is what I find very, very interesting. Very, very interesting.
And provided that the chairperson is a member of the ANC, and a lot of people were questioning that the very same party whose member is the one in the middle of these allegations and accusations and controversy. So the party will be investigating itself. That's what the people were saying, right? And now we are in this situation which is very awkward.
You see, the problem with Mkhwanazi coming SAPS and why I think Mkhwanazi is delaying that and why I think that is not favorable to Mkhwanazi. I'll tell you why.
Why?
He is the first witness. Can you imagine the situation where, for example, Mkwanazi comes in, he still has to go to that commission.
Yes.
So everyone gets to strategize around that. Remember, he's not just dealing with, it seems as if he's dealing with people who are capable.
So you're saying it's more like a
show us your hand. To me, this looks like a show us your hand. What do you have? Give us everything you have so that we can work around that thing. Then we go to that commission. Everything will be rebutted if it's possible, or we will find a way. So that's why I think Mkwanazi, being a strategic man that I've observed him to be, in my opinion, he is delaying that.
Well, he actually gave a reason. Okay, he had a reason why he couldn't make the ad hoc committee. It's that he has been booked by the commission until the 24th of September. Remember, the commission was supposed to start on the 1st of September. Yes.
But Malema, look at what Malema does. He does not attack what is this parallel commission. No. He's attacking the man himself.
Yes.
Even though he gave that reason, and it's a valid reason. That later on, the ad hoc chairperson would affirm that the problem actually is not Mkwanazi. The problem was the clashing. But he has already uttered words to Mkwanazi. He created all this mess and the choice of words.
Ish.
What when someone tells you created the mess,
and
does that person sound like a person who's here to really look at things in an objective way?
Hey, you know, when he spoke of, he came with guns and everything, I'm like, the very first people that came out to be against what Mkwanazi was doing.
ANC.
Yes, and they were
said those
speaking the
things.
same language.
Yes.
They were speaking the same language, whether we'd like to admit it or not.
Yes.
They were speaking the same tone that had us look at them sideways.
Like, and then eventually they retracted when they saw that the public is not being swayed, or in fact is not focusing on what they are saying.
Most definitely. And then they started changing their tunes.
So this is not an attack to how things are, but for me, when I look at things, they don't make sense how now they are structured, and how did the whole parliament sit down and in fact, how did they even allow then the president to create this commission if there is ad hoc that is supposed to do the very same job?
I don't know how this is going to work out, because information that comes out first will be used against the other on the other. If another one appears first on the ad hoc and maybe last on the commission, it's just gonna be intertwined in a very nasty way, where if some people show their cards too soon, then they will be used against them in the other committee and stuff. And now we are hearing as well that when it comes to the Madlanga Commission, there's a gentleman who's a lawyer there who said that there was no need for them to have original copies of the dockets, because the reports last week were saying that it's the spokesperson, Jeremy Michaels. He responded to a question on whether the unavailability of 121 original dockets handed to KZN's political killing task team will not negatively affect the commission's work. This is the Madlanga Commission. So he's saying that there's no need for them to have the original copies of the dockets, because Masemola, like General Masemola, made an order for those dockets to be returned to the political killings task team. Remember, they were taken by General Sibia.
Which in my opinion is the right thing to do. It is only correct that you return the dockets back to where they belong. Now, the issue of Madlanga Commission, it surprises me that there was this hula baloo of some noise that was made about these dockets being taken back there. And then you hear, as you are going to hear, people from that commission saying, this is not binding. So you are holding the whole work of the police on the basis of things that are not binding.
Investigations must stop. Everything comes to a standstill for this Madlanga Commission. Criminal investigations that were ongoing, arrests needed to be made, have to stop so that the commission can take place. Then you are told that even with the commission, it's not about opening cases against people. It's about creating a report to give to the president.
So now we must hold everything on the basis of that.
The very same president who was reported to be fuming because the dockets had been taken from the political killing. They've been taken from Pretoria back to the political killings task team. Reports were saying he was fuming. We don't know whether he was or not, but the reports were saying that.
Mtozi Slang, our moderator, condolences and may you recover on that car accident.
Oh my God.
I realize that you were absent, but I mean, it's difficult to I think it's important that at some point we need to create that group of moderators at least, where
on Telegram or
on WhatsApp or on Telegram, where we can just keep tabs on each other. It becomes difficult when someone just disappears. You don't know what exactly is happening. But condolences, man, about your dad, if I'm not mistaken, and then the car accident on top of that. Get better, recover spiritually, emotionally, and physically, because that's basically touching everything when it comes to these things. We are with you in prayer, as Mzansi, and thanks for letting us know. We really appreciate, because it's like now we don't care about you, but when you disappear and we don't have the number, it becomes difficult. I think I'm even thinking now that it's something that I just came out with now, that at least we should have for moderators, that group.
Yes.
We don't need to say much on it.
Yeah.
It will just report important stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Most definitely, it's needed, it's necessary. And Mthokozisi, get well soon. We are with you in prayer.
Yeah. So the dockets were going to be held.
Yes.
Just so that maybe someone or a president can eventually say, I'm not going to do anything about this. Release the dockets. And
also the condition, as they're staying there, wherever General Sibia left them, were they safe?
No, it's okay. In my opinion, I probably think that the political
political killing task team,
the political killing task team probably had some of these documents duplicated, because I mean, if you are dealing with such thing, you can't just have one docket.
And I remember how the pattern was. It was Firoz Kachalia, the new Minister of Police, who was upset first, right? Who was upset that the dockets were moved from Pretoria or were collecting dust. Wherever they were collecting dust, they moved back to the political killing task team. Then a few hours, days, maybe it was hours in how I was observing the situation, the reports come out that the president is fuming, right, over this transferring of the dockets back. And then MKHWANAZI said, we'll give you guys copies for the commission.
Which is fair enough.
The original
I
docket.
think
So that we continue working.
I heard that Mkonazi's
Families-
LLB.
Families are waiting. Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not.
If it's true, but the way he's moving,
He knows the law, ne?
yeah, it seems as if he just understands some of these things in a better way.
He says the families are waiting for justice for their family members who were killed, and they want justice. So to hold justice for these families and holding the whole police work just for the commission is a bit unfair.
It is unfair.
So now we are continuing with the work, and today there were 2 arrests that were made. There's a gentleman who was accused of taking out a hit on his wife in 2022 November. He appeared today and got 5,000 rands bail. He allegedly deleted his wife back in 2022.
Which is something that couldn't have happened if they were just parked there wherever they were.
So yeah, there's that reports that were coming in for the day. And also there was a news article, I don't know whether we should go through it.
Yeah, go through it, sure.
It's coming from News 24. They're saying that KwaZulu-Natal Police Chief Nhlanhla MKHWANAZI will be the first witness at the inquiry set up to investigate his allegations of criminal infiltration into the South African justice system. And the commission has confirmed that he does have protection. So they've provided protection for him, which is good. On the 23rd of July, President Cyril Ramaphosa appointed retiring Deputy Chief Justice Mbuyiseni Madlanga to investigate MKHWANAZI's accusations, which paint the entire South African law enforcement and justice system as being profoundly compromised or corrupted by criminal elements. I don't know even why this infiltration, especially pertaining the justice system and the judiciary, is such a taboo, because even the head of the NPA, Shamila Batoyi, there was an interview that she did earlier this year where she was saying that she's afraid that the NPA has been infiltrated by criminals, and it's something that keeps her awake at night. And then obviously the next day she took it back. But in that interview, I choose to believe what she was saying there.
The first, yeah.
Yes.
It's like the situation of MKHWANAZI when they were arresting the AKA guys. Whatever MKHWANAZI said, but I took that, in my opinion. Because whatever that happened after that, when the former minister of SAPS, it was now a different story. We talked about it. You know, when people say things at first, believe them.
Yes.
More so when it comes to these people who are in high places. You don't just say things.
And also the fact that now that MKHWANAZI has said it, it's such a taboo. I'm like, weren't they listening to Shamila Batoyi? Shamila Batoyi was literally saying that just a few months ago before that press conference. She said it, and I believed what she was saying. Now they're saying extraordinarily, the term of reference for Madlanga's commission state that it shall ensure the protection of potential witnesses and witnesses, a framing that appears to lay all responsibility for witness safety solely on the commission. On Monday, inquiry evidence leader Matthew Chaskalson revealed that the commission may hear certain evidence related to MKHWANAZI's accusations entirely in secret. So, some of the evidence will be heard in secret.
So what's the purpose? Is this the commission?
Yes, the commission, Madlanga commission.
So basically, we don't need the commission. It's a waste of time,
They're
waste of
saying
money.
that all of this secret, or these accusations being in secret, is in order to protect the lives of witnesses, which may include undercover police officers.
Now, what is going to happen to, understandably so, now what is going to happen then to the ad hoc committee? Is that the same position that they are taking? Or their position is to make everything highlighted. That's what I'm saying. There's something, man. Between the two, there's something. Between the two, there's something. Because they're saying that they are not going to be detected by the commission. How they should conduct their, which is right, because these are two groups that are different. The other one reports to parliament entirely. The other one reports to president. But the question is, how are they going to deal, for example, the ad hoc? It has not been outlined for me. How are they going to deal with such sensitive information where the police are there as witnesses that were hidden? How are they going to deal with that? Or MKHWANAZI is going to have to structure a certain way of presenting the
ad hoc and then a different way for the commission. But then should any differences being found,
then it's going to be looked at as lying. They're going to be
accusing him, of lying. This feels like a trap. It's like, bamcuphile, in my opinion. So also this thing of witnesses being presented in secret. I don't know. Are they failing to protect whistleblowers in this commission that costs 100 million?
We have since realized that perhaps if we didn't have a dialogue that Mbeki would later denounce as a dialogue.
As a misnomer.
If you ask me, perhaps we could have used that money to protect these witnesses.
Hi, mina ngiyaxakeka, because I'm like, these people, all you need is protection for them. These people are whistleblowers. They need to be protected. But you would rather have them show in secret. But them being shown in secret does not guarantee their safety as well. Who said them not having their faces shown guarantees their safety? Because we are hearing many things happening there at the Western Cape. People are shot in courts, outside courts. So these are people that we don't even know. So sometimes I'm wondering, I'm like, what level of protection do whistleblowers actually have? Are they even a priority at this point? Because I'm like, if you have protection for them, there would be no need for them to be shown in secret. Right?
South African to you,
he said that, I think at the outset.
How the problem is that we are talking about protection also. What MKHWANAZI exposed is that SAPS is also shaking.
Yes.
Government is shaking. You don't know who's who in
Judiciary.
Judiciary. So who's going to protect these people? Because normally when you are in protection, it's SAPS that protects you.
So are you saying them being shown in secret is protection?
No, it's not protection.
That's my point exactly.
It's not protection. I mean,
it's not.
You cannot trust even the people that will be there. It's not like you're going to come in and say anonymously, maybe there's someone who's going to know that this is Mr. Anonymous who so and so and stuff like that. They're not safe.
Well, he said that he thinks that at the outset, it's very important to emphasize that this commission is unprecedented in terms of what it has to investigate. So what it has to investigate is allegations that organized criminal syndicates have infiltrated the SAPS police service and other organs of state involved in policing and public safety. Some of the evidence that they gathered would include evidence from undercover agents who have been placed in criminal syndicates by the SAPS in their attempts to break these criminal syndicates. So he's saying also that if the identity of such witnesses was disclosed, Chuck Carlson said that there is a very real risk that they will be killed. So while we are committed to transparency, we have to prioritize the protection of human life at all costs. I agree with that statement, but I'm like, okay, them appearing in secret, is it guaranteed protection? Is that all that you're offering them? Because I feel like they need a little bit more.
Look, let us be honest. From the ad hoc point of view to the commission's point of view, they are unnecessary in this point in time.
Okay.
I do not understand why we put, how do you say it in English?
This should be actually happening in a criminal case.
Yes, it should be happening. Even if the ad hoc was to do something, it should have been happening after
The criminal case
the
has taken
criminal
place.
case has taken place.
When people have been arrested.
Yes. So now you are in the situation where you have to go to some ad hoc committee that is not even guaranteed that they are going to do anything of the. In fact,
So
there's
if
little or
everything
nothing
will
that
be
they can do.
revealed in the commission, then what purpose does a criminal case serve?
Nothing, because I mean, from there, you know what happens. Whoever rules the court wins the case, and if you are going to show your hand beforehand, forget about it.
Well, Chaskausen, who also served as an evidence leader at the state capture inquiry, said that the Madlanga Commission could not be compared to that investigation, which had the testimony of certain highly sensitive intelligence witnesses but had concealed their identities. This is not an analogous situation to that faced by the Zondo Commission when it investigated the intelligence services and where there was classified information that it had to look at. But classified information that related to the operation of the intelligence services as opposed to individual undercover agents who were placed inside syndicates that were known to kill people, he said. So in the Zondo Commission, it was possible to find a balance that allowed as much of what information to be disclosed, even if witnesses' identities were not disclosed. He said that they sit in a much more extreme situation and their first commitment must always be to the protection of human life. So it's possible that they will put some evidence before the commission which will not be released to the public in any form. Jeremy Michaels, the spokesperson for the commission, confirmed that Madlanga and his team of evidence leaders and investigators had been engaging with MKHWANAZI since they began their work, which is why MKHWANAZI was saying he was not available.
Clearly.
They have been consulting with him. Yes,
But
I'm
now-
not making this
But
up.
now, is it far-fetched that the issue of dockheads was probably designed to create these delays of arrest so that perhaps information can be revealed. You know, that's what I'm saying. This commission has no timing. I don't know, in my opinion, who advised who as to what was supposed to happen. But this commission, or this also ad hoc, is just a creation for me of disaster. I mean, why would you in a sense, it's interfering with the investigations that are supposed to be done.
So asked about whether MKHWANAZI had been provided with any form of witness protection, Michaels responded that he does have protection and he's just going to leave it there. Michaels also confirmed that the inquiry had set up a secure hotline where people would be able to provide information relevant to its investigation to the commission.
Repeat that.
Michaels also confirmed that the inquiry had set up a secure hotline. Hotline is where people call in, members of public who have information regarding, I don't know what. where people would be able to provide information relevant to its investigation to the commission.
So we are talking about something that's going to happen in 2 years or something. So this commission is still going to take years and ages. And yet the dockets were supposed to go. And I keep on repeating that. We're supposed to go sit there.
This hotline for me doesn't make sense. It's shocking me. Here's my reasons why, Mr. Anonymous, that I'm finding it very strange.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, Madlanga Commission, who's the center, MKHWANAZI and General Sbia, right? So when they're saying they're opening a hotline, why? When evidence, they haven't even said yet. They don't even know what evidence they have yet. They don't even know what is the story, full picture, full evidence, full trail of evidence. And already they're inviting people from outside to give extra information. Extra information on what? I'm puzzled by that. This hotline situation is very strange.
It's like they're anticipating something.
Or they want to find maybe information on certain individuals that is a bit extra, that maybe can assist with giving certain people leverage, in my opinion. It doesn't sound right. I don't know. Because I even remember with Didi's case, there was a hotline that was set up by the defense, the lawyer who had accused him. He was inviting all the people that he may have been assaulted by Didi in the past to come forward. So I found that's very strange. Why do you need that when the court has not even begun sitting yet? And look at what happened with that case.
It became fruitless.
I just wish that this hotline thing could have waited a bit. Maybe at the end of the commission, you can invite, after people have
Isn't
heard.
that hotline is supposed to be actually going to the police?
You know, why is it for the commission? Why is it not with the SAPS? Like, this is strange. This is strange. Let me stop asking questions, because this is strange for me. I've never seen anything like this. So both he and Chaskalson said that they felt assured that the commission's IT system was secure and able to withstand attempts to hack it. Remember that there's an IT person that they fired after they accused them of causing the delay, because the Madlanga Commission is supposed to start on the 1st. So there was a press conference by the Minister of Justice, Mamuluku Kubai, who came forth and said that they've had to let go of 2 staff members from the Department of Justice. They had not gotten...
Wait a minute, I'm sorry to disturb you. Someone is saying Diaz and also is going to talk about the Louis Vuitton bag. Allegedly. You can imagine the spamming that is going to happen there. And the whistleblowers.
I don't understand this hotline situation. Like, what?
The whistleblowers are going to be coming.
With a Gucci bag.
Yeah.
And an LV bag that I assume were given to their wives. I'm tired of hearing about these LV bags.
We are really, Zabuya man. But what I'm happy about is that some of the things that I say, I might not be, famous about some of the things that I say. I've been questioning a lot of things, but eventually other people are questioning now what I've questioned. I've gone past that because I'm not attacking anyone, but now there's questions that are being put about certain things, which Should have been for years.
For years,
Should
right?
have been. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know, sometimes it takes that long for other people to realize certain things.
So, Mr. Charles Carlson also said that evidence leader says that the Madlanga Commission's findings are not binding.
Exactly.
And it can only make recommendations to the president.
Exactly.
He adds that the function of the body is to conduct public hearings for this purpose.
If you ask me, I tell you now, kill the commission, maybe remain with the ad hoc,
let's go criminal,
which we are
case.
already paying them through being parliament members. It's fine that way. In terms of money, let's save this money, disbanding that thing. It doesn't make sense. That's the court.
Baboshwa
abantu beye court. That's it.
How and at the end nothing happens. It's
we'll be getting volumes and volumes and volumes and volumes
of a report that will go and collect dust at the president's office. No, criminal case, just like Senzo's case, Maguire Court. This thing is not going to help. Especially after finding out that the only thing that will be made are recommendations to the president.
It's a waste of time.
No, I think I'm tired of commissions. Commissions no longer excite me. All the way back from TRC.
It's a waste of time.
Truth and Reconciliation Commission. That thing was just a demonstration and
Backyard Mechanic, you've just gifted 5 members. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Backyard Mechanic. Thank you.
But it just doesn't make sense. Press the like button, guys. I know this is not a very interesting situation that you find yourself in. Some of you could be conflicted. It's okay. It's okay.
Fine. And even if you disagree with us about CIC, I'm willing to hear an opposing.
It's okay. It's okay. You can disagree.
It's okay. I can take it. I can take it.
Because that means we're not creating a cult.
Yeah.
It's a situation where people can think independently.
Yes.
And they are able to raise their points across. It's fine. But some of the things, this is not less about politics, in my opinion, in terms of how I'm looking at it, but it's more about the strategy. And those strategies, they are telling me something else, in my opinion.
And there's also footage of Mr. Charles Carlson saying that. I don't know whether you loaded it onto the system.
It is loaded.
Let's just play it and we can hopefully open the lines because I'm done. I'm done after this one.
Are our findings binding? And there the law is clear. Our findings are not binding. All that we can do is make a recommendation to the president. Our recommendation doesn't bind the president. It doesn't bind the people in respect of whom we make those recommendations or make those findings. So essentially the function of this body is to conduct a public hearing for the purposes of making recommendations to the president. We can't make we don't make findings that are binding. The president, we hope, will act on recommendations that are made, but our recommendations are not binding on the president or indeed on anybody else.
I swear like a family.
Our recommendations are not binding to president. Okay, what is binding me and this commission is my tax. So can we disbanding this binding, not if there is a word such as unbinding situation, can we just leave it at that? People are making a lot of money, in my opinion, with nothing.
Criminal case.
Giving work at work
it
that is useless.
It can be a bench of a couple of judges, 4 or 5. Criminal case. Sbia got his request of 3 judges. That was interesting. That was interesting.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
I know it's not cheap.
It's very. That's what. Okay, it's fine.
I know it's not cheap.
I also know it's not cheap, but it happened. Right. I say, yeah, but it happened.
And he also has confidence in the commission.
Very confident. Very confident. He trusts the commission. Leaves everything to the hands of the commission. That is not binding. Maybe it's not the commission that is trusting, is the fact that it's not binding to one person that made
It's
it.
not binding. Now that you bring it up, it's not binding. Of course he would have confidence in the commission. Everybody, even I, would have confidence in the commission if it's not binding.
If you take me out on the basis of the recommendations, I take you to court.
Yes.
And I ask for 3 judges.
Yes. How?
Because me not money it must.
Yes. How? And I know my rights. Did you hear his lawyer arguing? I have never heard of anything like that before in my life.
Where did I hear that lawyer from, by the way?
I don't know him. He's Indian. I don't know him. I don't know him.
He's very energetic.
I'm like, wow.
Very energetic.
He's so passionate. He's prepared. He sat there arguing for this thing. He said what? I think I even made a couple of notes. I need help with understanding this ish because I'm like, what? You know, he got me when he said it's a public powers dispute. I'm like, yeah.
Public power dispute.
A public powers dispute. That's what I was like, icon. Yeah. Hi. Ziyabuya law. Is there such a thing? He said this thing is not a labor matter. It's a public powers dispute. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? What?
So a public power dispute arises when there is a legal challenge about how a state organ or a public authority exercises public power or performs a public function. It usually involves government department, ministers, municipalities, or regulatory bodies, which is, I think, this is where SAPS is in issues of legality, rationality, fairness, and constitutionally. The legal basis.
I heard him use fairness a lot as well to say that the procedure is not fair. His client being told to stay at home is not constitutional.
So this is how he's going to argue on a legal basis.
It's a public powers dispute.
He's going to argue on the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa in 1996, Section 33. Everyone has the right to just administrate action. Me, I had the right. Section.
Guys, all you need is a good lawyer. You just need a very good, expensive lawyer, honey. That's all you need.
You don't go to jail because you've done wrong. You go to jail because
you need a good, argumentative, well-researched legal representative. Zoba right.
Yeah, you don't go to jail because you have done wrong. You go to jail because you don't have a proper lawyer that money can buy. That's it.
That's all you need.
That's all I can say about our law. You don't go to jail because you have done wrong. You go to jail because you do not have enough in terms of finances.
Yes. You just need a good mchankura and a lawyer who can stretch an argument for days. You understand what I'm saying? Passionately so. As we look at case Sbanbani of 19 what, you know, who's well read.
And we are a lucky country because we have two lives. We have lives in apartheid, life after apartheid. So some cases that are being used, you can always creative. If you find yourself in the wrong, normally you should use the ones in apartheid times to support your situation, your arguments. Because these ones of current with democrats, they come with problems.
And a lot of appeals.
Yeah, so you would notice any judge that dwells in the past, such as...
they hardly have appeals, those ones from apartheid. Guys, are you not calling?
I am not calling. Guys,
it's a wrap. We'll see each other again tomorrow.
Someone saying that Melusigiga, latest interview, he said things ezifana nalezi zashiwo MKHWANAZI khuluma ngezidlo ezinikwa iyouth ye-ANC kuze isetshenziswe uPaul O'Sullivan. I'm sure leyo khona ubhizi ne story allegedly Mzansi. Yes Emily. I'm not correct. Mzansi, hello. Yeah, how are you, sir?
Ninjani?
Sikhona.
Siyaphila
sikhona cha. Ngibona ngoba ngashaya umuntu ngithi nami ake ngidlulise nakho nje okuncane amaphuzu amathathu.
Okay.
Siyabonga kakhulu cha hayi. Lokhu nisivula amehlo sesize siyabona manje. Mina into engihluphayo akukuningi umongameli. IParliament, mangithi iParliament nje uqondisa kuMalema ngoba useParliament. Bese kuba uMkhwana. Kunento eyenzeka lapha asangayixoxa asangayibuza impilo yaqhubeka nje into enormal. Angisazi ngompunyaka kodwa umongameli wethu wathatha i-country's intelligence wayifaka e-officeini lakhe.
Yazi bese
akekho owake wakhuluma ngaleyo. Okay, asidluleke lapho okungixakayo ukuthi njalo uhleze actor esurprise. Kodwa mina ngokwazi kwami umongameli ubriefwa on daily basis nge-intelligence yekhantri ukuthi yini enzakalayo sisuka la siya la kodwa yena uhlezi nje thuka njalo makuvela izinto. Okay. Bese siza la kuleka Malema. Uyingozi lo mfo. If izinto ungayibuki kahle uthatha into ayishoyo ngoba ungazisho zonke izinto uchaza umhlaba wonke kodwa mina ngeke ngibheke indlela owenza ngayo. Mangikhumbula kahle kuke kwavotwa eParliament kuthiwa ngazi kwaku-amendwa usection bani we-constitution kuzokwazi ukuthi kuthathwe umhlaba.
Yeah.
Angithi yena ubehleze vocal ngokuthi abantu abathatha umhlaba.
Yeah.
Kodwa yena wavota kanjani? Wavota against. So ungakhuluma kodwa thina sesibheke indlela owenza ngayo. Njengoba elwa kanje uMalema ethi uMkhwanazi mess in mina angimangali ngoba akusakhulumi yena sekukhuluma indoda esemva kwakhe emfaka imali. Ngoba mangakwenzela umzekelo lapho sisemeli uma mina ngunikeza imali ngithi lapha e-studio thengana amamali kuzothi mase ungamtsheli Mr Anonymous kuzothi mase kufika ilanga la kufuneke ngigxeke isenzo sami khona bese uthi wena emeli Mr Anonymous awukwazi ukukhuluma kanjalo ngalomuntu uyakhumbula le mali esathi ngama mic iyayiqhamuka kuloya muntu
Yebo phela.
futhi senginalo ilungelo lokuthi ngithi mina uma nizokhuluma kanje ngobani khulumani kanje.
Kunjalo nje. Kunjalo.
Inkinga ilapho. Bese sibuya la kulento commission mina ngasho ukuthi angimasathi naye. There's nothing good that will come out of that dokuzana that commission. Okugcina ngikuvezwe uza kwethu lapha kuma comment ade ngihleke ngithi unosho into engicabangayo ukuthi angithi into iqale kuvela ubufakazi.
Yeah.
Kufuneka kuboshwa abantu.
Yeah.
I-tactic ebizodlala futhi mina ngakusho nje lokhu ngozofana alleged. Indaba iqale kubaba wethu. Ngofika lapho uthi iqale kuye kanjani. Ngoba ukuthathwa kwamadokeda ngithi bekudelay khona abathile bengaboshwa. Ngobufakazi obutholwa amaphoyisa. So uMkhwanazi wa understand ukuthi no iParliament ngathi sebekhohliwe labo ukuthi kahle kahle umlungu abantu abakhokhi bentela.
Yeah.
Wathi ngoba ke manager lapha ya ayizwa ngitshela yithi ngeke umlungu straight abantu.
Yep.
So ke kwayi problem sekufuneka manje esinye strategy esisho ukuthi leyo kuthathwa kwamadokeda isifailile. Asize ne strategy esisheke manje babowethu uthi athi kubaba aziye ku commission. Angithi kufanele kuqhubeka isikhathi abathile bengaboshwa. Lapha ku commission mawuphuma umbiko ade kusho uza kutapulu ulufathi eshini ngicabanga ukuthi what if evele awuclassify lo mbiko. What then? Then kufanele siqhubeke nempilo as usual baqhubeka abagangayo nokuganga futhi babe sebeganga kakhulu ke sebekhavele isikhathi ade bengakwazi ukuganga ngaso bebanjwe uMkhwanazi ngekhwama zasekhweni.
Hayi ngiyakuzwa.
So ilokho nje nami bengithi ngiyaphawula ukuthi lapha abantu abangena lapha eParliament abafana noMalema bagcina sebekhohle uthabelungu abakhokhi bentela. Bese begcina bona sebeyibona bengabelungu sekufuna kuziwe ngabo kodwa mawuthi uyapheka izenzo zabo uyabona ukuthi hayi ma lento iphambene lemuntu kunento ayisho. Yilokho nje bafethu cha qhubekani nami ngizokwenza ngilalele bekuyilokho nje ukusho ukuthi hayi mina ngiyabona excited nge-commission iphunyulile inyoni.
Sibamba amaqhubu.
Impela angithi makunecala enkantolo ke kuthiwe ungakhulumi ngalo lisesenkantolo ngoba uzokwenzani uzophazamisa ukusebenza kwenkantolo.
Kunjalo.
Manje lokufakazi wethu khona mase kuqhulunywa ngawo ku-commission kuzokwenzakalani?
Uyaphazamiseka.
Vele phela ngani inhloso leyo ukuthi ke bangaboshwa abantu. Hayi danka ngibonga ngicela ukuthi nami ngiqhubeke ngilalela.
Hayi siyabonga kakhulu. Siyabonga kakhulu.
Yabo hayi sengibuyile ke eMagaliesburg sengumfoka sibili.
Siyabonga Sato.
Siyabonga.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Mathatha. Ziyabeka ezinye insizwa. Ziyabeka ngathi zathi amacala edlangana le. Madlanga commission is the same as Zondo commission. Game nje why taller if full them syndrome or awaqala ba commission.
If full them syndrome, I'm gonna use that.
Shy man.
Full them syndrome.
But you pretend as if you are doing something while you're doing
nothing.
Yeah, that's the best way of doing things. And obvious. Abantu abayinga nqanye bengemanzi. That's what I can say. Cha bafethu, thank you. Siyabonga ngaza kwethu ngoba engathithi impela iphela lapho. But press the like button, guys. On your way in, on your way out. Gumnandi gugubi. Please, we still beg for that like button, regardless of the situation. It's a difficult situation that you find yourself in. You have to ask for likes while we speak.
I need to turn the maqiniso.
Yeah. It's a very difficult situation, but we still beg you as Mzansi member, as Mzansi subscriber, to press that like button for us, or even not liking button, anything. Just interact with the video. I think let's put it like that. I don't know what they've done with the not liking button, but yeah, interact with the video. We appreciate you. So kade ngagcina ukuthi ke nginithathe nje amagama ngehle nani ngiqala phezulu Bonito Lindani Dube Nichadi Molwantwa awuswa madoda nakho ke Mlungwana ya Mlungwana ngizosho nje kanjalo nokukhanya Ngcobo sibongile Mlangeni Xolani Junior Mkaliphi Salom Malepe Kilebohile our moderator, thank you, Lydia Jacobs and Tata Mamulau, our member, Snes Bia, Stelo Madwe, Chief Mkonto, Ulola, our member, Yebo, Charlie David, Chiki Masala, Sehlanjalo, Uholoko, Backyard Mechanic, siyabonga lapho, Jani Tebele, Temba Kumalo, Hilton Duma, Mpo Diamond, Sibanda Skatele, Bala, Pixwala kuya phambili Lorenzo siyabonga Mthozi Silanga siyabonga Mthozi Silanga and may you heal. Voice behind the mic siyabonga voice behind the mic Sibone Mpo Diamond bani lapha sibone balo simshiyayo anyone that we haven't called a name. Sizwe 18 our member. Siyabonga kakhulu Sizwe. Lufate moderator. Thank you. Lee Boshomani, I saw you said you're not feeling well. But you feel well. You are not here, but yeah, you were here. That's what matters. You press that like button as usual. Thank you. We appreciate that. Even in difficult times. Let me see. I'm not sure if that's you. Snes Bia. Mayane Ndanganeni siyabonga. Hlau member. Thank you. Siba. Thank you. Tomani Dube. Thank you. Siyabonga. Aw kusiyame ngicishe ngaliphinda ligama Phumlani Mahaya. Siyabonga. Snesby, I think I've mentioned you, Sne. Mamzita, our member at Nok Evening. Lulama Sarai. Thank you, Lulama. Asbone la. I was bonga kakhulu again Backyard Mechanic for the membership increase that you have created. Lulama Sarai, Backyard Mechanic, Bongila K, Pedro, Rita M. I can't fault you for giving all these people. These are regulars here. Tobeka D, our moderator. Thank you very much. Siyabonga. Press the like button. When I call the moderator, press the like button. Pedro as a member now. Siyabonga. Zodo Dlamini siyabonga. Asibona ukuthi ubani. Bongani Emmanuel siyabonga. Yeah. Emily khona ofuna ubathatha o abakhona Malaji. Thank you. Johannes thank you. Siphinde sibonge kini nonke nje ngokuphelela kwenu. Matseleng Madubedube Matseleng Madubedube siyabonga. Webster Fortune, thank you. Ati yo, what a team. Siyabonga kakhulu Webster. Muzwakhe Radebe, thank you. Crash angeni Crash at catching up. Siyabonga kakhulu. Guys, God bless you. Press the like button on your way out. Until tomorrow. It's a bye.
Bye, guys.